Recording. All right, this is Dave Carter's normal relentless MMA workout. We're going to focus on ground and pound today, setting up our strikes on the ground. But first, let's get nice and loose and work on our conditioning. So let's bow it in. Let's start jogging. Remember going in a circle if you have enough space, and changing direction. So we change the stress on our ankle and on our knee. All right, good. High knees. We're going to be working on some takedown drills today. Butt kicks. So super important we get our legs warm. Frankenstein. Good. Butt kicks again. All right, some jumping jacks. Remember, I want to try to grab my elbow, get the shoulders. Good. Good. All right, there's some twist jacks. Working on stretching that lower back. So arms are here, twisting. Good. Checking the old timer. All right, good. Let's lunge and twist now. This is where we'll be going over some double leg type drills. So remember, taking a big step, twisting the opposite way, eyes are over here, and back into position. Big lunge, and here. Key things is the space between these 2 points. I want a big distance. I don't want this in here. I want it out here. I want to feel the stretch in my hip flexor down here. So remember, whichever leg is in front, so Kev, go the other way. You're going to go over the lead leg. And then turn and look the opposite way. We're trying to twist the spine and open it up. And I really want a nice stretch in the hip flexor, because that's going to help when you're doing your kicks or doing your knees. So essentially, in that same position, really drive the hips forward as much as you can, and then twist and turn. For the extra bit of exercise, I want you to go back to standing. Turning the head, really digging that chest out. So my hips should be as far forward as possible, and I'm leaning back into it. It's like I'm throwing that knee. I'm not going to knee here. My face is in range. I want to knee, give it some lean. Let's just go into that to help you understand it a little better. Let's do 5 and 5 unattached knees for about a minute. So it's going to be your rear side. So all you're going to do, both hands are going to go this way, almost like you're paddling a boat. And I'm going to throw the knee. And as I do it, I want to come up on the toe of the support leg. And I'm arching my body back. So if I'm going to hit this knee from this distance, that arch is what's going to give it to me. So look how far Bob is from me. I put the gi jacket to give you an idea of like arm reach. So if I just go up, I'm never going to make it. I need to lean. Come up on my toe. See, that one he shook because I was up on my toe. I'm stretching out as much as I can. So when I punch, I'm going to rotate the shoulder. So if I'm here, I rotate my thumb down. That gives me more reach. So when I'm here, and come up on your toe. So do 5 right, and then just switch leads. So I'm gonna go right for 5, switch my lead, then go left for 5, and come up on that toe and bring it back to position. I'm trying to pause it, but it's hard to pause on your toe on one leg leaning back. I just don't. Boom. So if I go real speed, I'm coming up on that toe. But feel it come through the hip. Really drive that leg into them. And throw the arms. Throw the arms. Yes, throw the arm down. Boom. And come up on the toe. Good. 5 right, 5 left. Keep going. Good, good, good. So let's go back into that lunge for a minute and just review that hip motion. That hip motion is going to give you a lot more power in everything that you're doing. So if I'm doing a penetration step, where I'm going for my takedown. So if I'm going for a single leg or a double leg, it'll be the same thing. I'm going to go down, take that tiny step. My knee's going to drop to the ground, and I want my chest up high. That's going to give me a lot more power than just going, and I'm all bent over. I don't want my head forward. I want my hip forward. So back to the twist. We're here. Hit that twist. Bring it back up. Step. Turn. Hit that twist. Look. You should be feeling this in your lower back. This will be the same thing if I'm inside somebody's guard. The old training dummy. So when I'm inside his guard, I'm going to be hipping forward here. Either sitting back, or even if I'm sitting back with good posture, everything's from that lower back. I'm going to be lower backing it, or I'm going to be coming here as I go to stand with strong, powerful hips. As soon as I bend over, I get triangled or armbar. Oh, so many toys. Good, good, good. All right, let's do a little duck walking. You're gonna have to duck walk and turn. So just get nice and low. We'll do it prison style. So prison style is hands behind your head. You go hand behind your head, or if you really hate yourself, you can hit it with a Y, nice and high. This will work your back too. So we're just gonna go down. And try to keep the chest up. And just duck walk. So the higher the hands, the more emphasis is going to be on the upper back. But minimum, I want the hands behind the head. So I'm here. Yes, keep those elbows back. Elbows up nice and tall. Good. Another 10 seconds. Chest up high, big high chest, big high chest. Lots of lower back, sneaky. And time. Let's go for our pointers. There's a lot of grappling. Is really just one humongous core workout. So left and right for 2 seconds, and then switch. Good. Excellent. We're just here. And eyes are on the ground. Just hold it. If you feel weakness, like one side's weaker, hold it for 3 to 4 seconds. That way you balance your body out. If you keep building your strong side, you keep getting this big deficit, big imbalance in your body. It's going to pop up a lot of places you don't want it. Good, good, good. All right, let's warm the lower back a little bit more. So on your back, windshield wipers. And keep the head up. Good. Just checking the old timer. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna do shoulder rolls. We're gonna go A, B, C. So you're gonna go over side shoulder, you're gonna go directly over, then you're gonna go over the other way. So it looks like this. So hands are gonna remain down. I'm gonna lift my hips, look at my feet, come over, go straight back, and then go over the other shoulder. This is going to stretch out your lower back, and it's also going to get you used to one of the worst single positions in grappling, and especially Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So let me have your vision for a minute. Come take a look. So a lot of times, especially people who wrestled or just big guys in general, you're going to have them in your guard. So you're going to have your legs wrapped around them. They're going to try to jam a forearm into your face. Then they're going to stand up and tripod on you and drive everything into that. And for a lot of people, that'll break their will and break their guard wide open. They'll just give up because they're not used to having someone hold them upside down, essentially. So in my training years, I would just sit there for like 20 or 30 seconds and get used to breathing there. Because people will drive in, keep pushing, 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 and just expecting you to give up. So if you can last 20 or 30 seconds and still have your breath, your calm, your composure, they'll try something else. They'll be like, this guy is not going to crack. You see what I mean? So we're getting ready for this, and then plus it'll also help you for a lot of escape positions where you need a good back roll to be able to go and escape out of something. So keep going, A, B, C. So over your shoulder, here, and make sure you're looking at your feet. So as my feet go this way, I look this way. Here, my neck is neutral, and here, I go that way. Good, and get that lower back stretch. Okay, good. All right. We're gonna do bridges and table makers now. Bridges and table makers. I froze on this side. How are you guys doing on your side? I'm getting a frozen screen. Okay, we're good. Now I see you. Okay, so we're gonna do a set of table makers, a set of bridges, a set of table makers, and a set of bridges. We're sticking with our basic rep scheme on our bridges, which is gonna be elevated 4, unelevated 8. So single leg, that's where you do when I say bridges. When you do table makers, you're gonna come all the way from here. Now, the emphasis is gonna be on your triceps and your shoulders. So table makers. And then bridges. Actually, we'll keep a shorter scheme. So let's go ahead and do 4, 2 elevated. We'll do 2 elevated, 4 unelevated. So we have enough time to switch back and forth. So first, give me some table makers. You're gonna start here. head back and go. Table makers, look at the ceiling, squeeze the cheeks. Work your shoulders, and work on the back and your triceps at the same time. All right, bridges, go. Remember what side you finish your bridges on and just start on the next side when we switch. So table makers, look up. Bridges. Bridges. Good. Excellent. Table makers. Good. This is all for the posterior train. You want to basically think like you're doing a backflip. Bridges. So we're working everything from here all the way up and down the arm. Table makers. Popping the hips like we're doing a backflip. Big explosive motion. Working the shoulders. Bridges. Good, good, good. Excellent. Lift the hips, lift the hips, lift the hips, lift the hips. Yes, keep the breath. Head's down, head is down. And table makers. All right, let's stand up inside the guard now. So we've gotten to the top position. The person's legs are wrapped around our waist. We're gonna hold their arms still. Remember, our opponent is either gonna be trying to pull us down, and once they pull us down, they're gonna be trying to throw elbows at us. So we don't want that. So I'm gonna grab the person's biceps. From here, since I know this is now safe, I bring up the leg. I turn the other leg out. I bring up the leg, turn the other one out, and I'm here to this position. Then we go back down. So I'm looking up, lower back, I'll lower back. I stand, turn, stand. Here. So leg, turn. Here. Go. You want to finish wide base. You haven't locked out your legs. Once you lock out your legs, you're easy to be thrown or swept. I want a slight bend. I'm in a 3/4 squat. So I'm here. Athletic base. So here, foot, turn, here. Good. Another 15 seconds of that. Keep going. Yes. Don't come to full standing. All right, time for the pillow, the target, or the grappling dummy now. So go ahead and grab that. Let's get all nice and caveman. So if you don't have something this complicated, doesn't matter. I'm just going to use a focus mitt. You know, couch pillow, doesn't really matter. So now, if you don't have gloves on, you don't go full power, but remember, we're first just going to work the piston. Elbows nice and high. So we're going to hold. Hold. So I'm going to throw 3 or 4 punches and then go back to controlling the arms. Let's do that. Go, ground and pound. 1, 2, 3, 4, control. 1, 2, 3, 4, control. Yes. Get the elbows up high. Remember, you can't, like standing, I'd use my hips. So I'm not going to be here. There's no power. You need to lift. You're doing a high pull. Like, doing a high pull, pulling the dumbbell up, and then letting the power come down. Like you're loading a bow. And then control. 4 punches and control. Punch, 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 control. All right, time. We'll go to the next level. So next level is 2 punches and an elbow control. 2 punches and an elbow. So we're in a control. I'm gonna pop up, punch, punch. I can go back to my control, and then there's my elbow. So super fast, missing some steps. I'm going 1, 2, 3 with the elbow. So 1, 2, elbow. Back to control. Yeah. So when you throw the elbow, plant yourself. Bam. So this will be controlling the arm. Remember, this person does not want to be in this position. A good grappler is going to be trying to grab your neck or grab your arm and pull you down. So this is from inside the guard position. His legs are going to be trying to pull you forward or push you away. So control the arms. 1, 2, control the arms, elbow. Back in position. Space of ground and pound. Keep going. And use that lower back to bring yourself up. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. All right, time. So now, next drill. I want to work on our cross step. So all I want you to do, cross step, cross step, cross step, cross step. Okay, now you're gonna cross step quarter turn. So I'm gonna cross step and turn. So I'm gonna cross step, turn, cross step, turn. So if I go this way, I'm gonna turn 90 degrees. So I go here and I turn. So I step, turn 90 degrees. Step, turn 90 degrees. That's all you're gonna do. Cross step and turn. All right, good. Welcome to Ground and Pound class. Footwork, footwork, footwork. All right, time. So let's put it all together. Building blocks. So get your target. I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm just gonna use the focus mitt. Like I said, just use a couch pillow. So we're inside the person's guard. We've done a takedown on them. Their legs are wrapped around us. We're gonna hold the arms. 1, 2, 3. Control, step, turn, up. Now we're on our feet. Now, because we punched them so much, they opened their guard. That's why we decided to make this change. So the thing was, the person was here, they're getting punched, they're getting elbowed, like, and then their legs just magically pop open. I'm opening their guard through pain and violence. Like, you hold me in your guard, I'm gonna keep punching you and elbowing you. I'm gonna hold your arms down, I'm holding your arms down, holding your arms down, and then your feet open. And that's when I'm gonna stand up. So I've been punching, I've been elbowing, the guard opens, I follow all the basic rules, I get to here. Now I'm standing, their legs are wide open. I'm gonna take a little step back, quarter turn, turn, oh my God, now I'm knee on belly. Now we're knee on belly, we go back to violence again. So it would look like this. My super fancy grappling dummy. I'm here. 1, 2, 3. The guard open, I felt it. I go to stand, I back up, cross step, quarter turn, knee on belly, 6 punches. And that's where we're going back here to finish them off from that knee mount. Let's walk through that all over one more time. I'll do it from a side view. So I'm here. I got good posture. I'm actually bringing my chest up. He's trying to pull me down. 1, 2, 3. His legs opened up. Perfect. Now I can get to real work. I'm gonna get away from his feet. Tasty tries to up kick me. I'll grab his legs, throw his legs to the opposite side. Now his legs are over here. I hit my quarter turn. I'm in my knee mount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's when Herb Dean's going to tackle you and knock you off of that guy because he's half dead. So let's drill that. So pop up. 1, 2, 3. Foot up. Turn. Open. Back out of his guard. Throw his feet to the side. Do the cross step. Hit the quarter turn. Drive the knee down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lifting the elbow nice and high. And then reset. So, controlling the arms. Posturing up. 1, 2, coming down. 3. The guard is open. I lift up my leg while controlling the arms. Turn the other one up. I'm out. I got to control his feet so he doesn't kick me in the jaw. I move his feet to the side. So I'm going here. Cross step. And then turn. So we're here. Posture. Bam. Bam. Elbow. Guard opens. Leg. Turn. Posture. Back out. Control the feet. Throw the feet to the side. They're over here. I'm over here. Quarter turn. Drop the knee. Bam. 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 Rinse, wash, and repeat. Good. Do it for 1 more minute. In the dream world, this is excellent ground and pound. Good. Keep going. 20 seconds. You guys want a ground and pound for class? This is what we're having, ground and pound. Good. Good work. Keep going. Keep going. Don't skip any steps, though. Remember, this is supposed to be against a resisting opponent. All right, time. Since we're already going to that knee mount position, now this were traditional jiu-jitsu submission wrestling. Well, I wouldn't punch and elbow them. I'd have to use a couple other tricks, but essentially it's all just still pain compliance. I'm gonna mess with your hips. I'm gonna put my hands in your rib cage in uncomfortable ways. I'm gonna try to restrict your breathing until you get your feet open, or wait for you to do some type of bad armbar attempt, and that'll open the guard. Or I'll just stand up inside your open guard and shake your legs off. So now we've made it to knee on belly. We're here. I'm knee on belly. I have good posture. So when I'm punching, I need that good posture again. What I don't want to be is down here, because every time I come down, he can hit me. So if he goes to hit me, I want to be up, away from his strike. Now, this is when you're going to grab the arm, push on the face. You're trying to drive the head away from you so they can't look at you. And then from here, this leg is going to sweep the ground and come to here. This leg's going to come in nice and tight. And I'm going to sit back, and there's my arm bar. Hopefully you won't hit your head on a bob like I just did. There we go. So let's just drill the arm bar for about 2 minutes. So have a pillow. That's all you need. Whichever arm, whichever knee is being supported, that goes to my opposite shoulder. The hand goes to the ground. The foot sweeps over the ground. So the foot's just going to go here, sweep here, and then I want to bring this in. I'm going to bring my back trail leg in, and there's my arm bar. You're going to end with your legs kind of crossed, and that's perfect. Go. I'll do a couple more reps in case you got something to refer to. Yes. So the key with this one, you're only going to have one leg over when you finish. Other arm bars, you have both legs over. But for this one, all you need is here and have the foot and the armpit like so. So I don't need this, and definitely don't need the foot crossing. Do not do that. Just nice and here. So I'm knee on belly. I've got my arm. I'm jamming the guy's face to look away from me. I step over, bring it in tight, and I pull him into me as much as possible. I want to pull him in. Some people use the reference of sliding down a fireman's pole when you're going for the arm. Good. But just that sweeping motion, yes, and make sure you're turning 90 degrees. Actually, you're already at 90. So really, only thing moving, my hips are facing this direction and this leg comes over. That's all it is. So I'm looking at him here. I'm going to turn my whole body here and then go back. We are in parallel spine position, and we're going to go to perpendicular spine. Both of our bodies are facing this direction. Now we make a T. Good. For another 30 seconds. You can go both sides, left side or right side. And we'll put this into a full drill. Don't worry about the punches now, Kev. Just go for the arm bar. We're going to add that next. So the guys I'm watching, one guy has a nice grappling dummy. He probably got off of Amazon. The other guy has a couch pillow with a hoodie. But that's all you need. That and some imagination and the proper drills. Good, good, good. All right, time. Now let's link it all together. So what are we going to do first? Duck walk. You got to do 12 duck walks first. So here, this is how we're going to do it. So we're imagining what? We're trying to recreate the entire scenario. So we're punching, and then I'm getting low for the takedown. I fought him all the way into the cage. So boom, boom, boom. He throws a punch. I go under the punch. I duck walk him down. I got you. I slam you onto your back. Boom. I slammed him on his back. He's got his feet, legs wrapped around me because that's the only choice he has left. From here, I'm going to control those arms. From here, I'm going to start, knowing I have good posture and I have control of his appendages. 1, 2, 3. That was enough to rock him and make him open his legs. Now, I progress. I back out, move his feet, do my cross step, hit my quarter turn. Now past his legs, which is my obligation as a grappler, to get past his legs, because at any point in time, he can go, bam, and knock me out. That's why we do the up kick drill so much. So if I'm here, let me get my headphones back on. I sweat way too much and I have weird shaped ears. Not cauliflower, just weird shaped. So if he's going here or here, he's going to kick and try to get back to a standing position, correct? That's his obligation. He's down. He's going to try to kick me as soon as I stand up. As soon as I'm right here, he's trying to kick me in the face. Which is why I have to control his legs, get past his legs, and now I'm past his legs. His legs are down here, they're gone. Now I start punching. He is going to be like, no. He's going to try to punch back or he's going to try to block. So he's going to be on the ground, going like this. No, stop it. No, stop it. Extending that arm. Or he's going to try to cover a little bit like that. So he's either going to be covering it in or going here. Even if he does try to cover, so even if his arms are here trying to protect, I reach inside the arm. So I'm gonna reach inside of the arm. Boom. So even if his arms are in tight and he's like this, and he's shelling up, after a couple of punches, you won't even notice. I slip inside and extend it. And once again, strong lower back. This is my lower back muscles pushing everything up and driving with my knee. That's when the foot's gonna come over, and I'm gonna pull him into me, and I'm gonna finish it. Does that make sense? Thumbs? All right, so you're gonna do this for 2 minutes. Each set is gonna start with 6 duck walks. So put it wherever you want it, and walk around it, and get nice and low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got the takedown. 1, 2, 3. Lift, turn, step, back out, turn, cross step, quarter turn, knee on belly, 6 punches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's protecting or extending. I grab the arm regardless, post on him, come back out. Simple as that. Go. I'm gonna do it on the focus mitt. Now he's got to remember the other steps. Whole thing is through this BS that's going on. Fuck, let's say bullshit. That's going on. We gotta be using our brains. So you get a couch pillow, whatever you want. So starting 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. I'm in the guard, holding the arms. 1, 2, 3. Elbow, lift, turn, lift, posture, step back, cross step, quarter turn, knee on belly. 1, 2, 3. Elbows up. 4, 5, 6. Grab the arm, hand on the head, bring the leg over. Notice my feet are crossed, and boom. There we go. And keep your butt nice and low on those duck walks. On that duck walk, he's coming with that big wide punch. And you're going, whoop, in the tackle. He's going big wide punch in the tackle. Excellent. All right, give me 1 more minute. Get that butt low on those duck walks. Be here. This is why real grapplers have big legs. Good. Nice, nice, nice. 6 duck walks, control the arms. 1, 2, drop into 3, back to arm control. Open up your base properly. Up, turn, out, low, and then back up. And immediately grab those imaginary feet before he kicks you in the face. That's why you see some MMA fights, they'll knock the guy down and just back away. They're like, I don't want you to kick me in the face. Who was it? Renzo Gracie versus Oleg Tartarov. Renzo Gracie versus Oleg Tartarov. He caught him with a beautiful up kick, dropped him, gets knee on belly, and just finishes him off with punches. Has to turn that to our next drill. Good. 10 seconds. And time. So, questions, comments, observations just off that one drill we just built together. So turn those mics on. What you got? Any questions, observations, or just, does that make any sense to you?
Makes sense to me, but I have a question, I guess, on execution.
Okay.
So we go through the whole drill. We throw his legs, our cross step, our 90, our knee to belly, 3, 4, 5, 6. We grab this.
Yep.
Sometimes I kind of muff this.
Yeah, perfectly normal.
And like kick their head. I don't get.
Don't do that.
Say I kick their head. Should I just still go ahead and try and go for it?
No. Never, ever go over without controlling the head.
Okay.
You must control the head. That's why, look, armbar basics is about head control. So I can armbar from here because I'm over the head.
Okay.
I can armbar from here with one leg because I'm still what?
Over his head.
Over his head. So here's fine. This reinforces the head. This, not as good, but we have other submissions that we can work from here also. So I can still turn this into several other things. But if I have this and this, what's holding him down?
Okay.
He's gonna be like a vampire. If someone's trying to armbar me, there's nothing over my head, I'm just gonna sit up.
Okay.
Your leg is the pinning tool.
Okay.
So the whole time you're down there, you're extending your legs like you're doing a bridge. So I'm actually having a lot of energy going through this leg. Like I'm trying to crush his head into the ground.
Okay.
Because if someone's trying to hyperextend my arm to take off the pressure, I would just lift my head. You see what I mean? So if my head's being held down, then my elbow's gonna go out. But if I can sit up, here, lay down and just do it to yourself. Just stick your arm out. Yeah. Better sound? Okay. So just lay down and then just sit up. Just keep your forearm on the ground. See? That's all you would have to do. If I'm here and there's nothing holding my head down, I would just sit up. And then I'm going to turn into you and I'm going to start pounding you in the face.
Okay.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, it makes total sense.
But you got to pin the head to the ground. That is the single most important thing. A leg over the torso, even if they have a leg over my torso, I can still sit up because you're going to base off your elbow and you're still going to pop up.
Okay.
So the most important thing is making sure there's pressure against the head. It's the same thing for doing an armbar from the bottom. If I'm on the bottom trying to finish an armbar, I'm actively flexing my hamstring and pulling their head down. So if we're here, I'm going for my armbar, I still need to be over his head.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be pulling his head down as hard as I can. I'm flexing my hamstring. Just like you're doing butt kicks. This is what all the butt kicks are about.
Yeah, you're basically doing like your tabletop almost.
Exactly. I'm flexing this as hard as I can.
Okay.
That's how I'm going to hold him down, especially from the bottom position. So if I'm on the bottom, he's on top. I sweat too much. I'm pulling. I'm actively crushing. I'm actively crushing with this leg because his objective is what? Lift his head up and then go to ground and pound. So I've got to move this over here and hold it down. And it'll be the same thing in the guard. I'm going to lock this in. Sorry, sweaty, big, weird shaped ears. And these are my good headphones. So I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna push his head to an angle so I can get that leg over. Just like on knee on belly, I'm gonna put some force on his face because I wanna redirect his head and control his spine. So I'm gonna be pushing here, locking over here, and boom. That's why a lot of jiu-jitsu schools will teach you the arm bar from the guard first, but it's really hard to imagine and get down without a live body on top of you. Yeah. If you have someone on top of you, it becomes pretty obvious. And then you tell them to resist and try to pull their arm out. You're trying to break this arm. I'm trying to pull my arm out. Things starting to make sense in a couple of minutes. But using a makeshift grappling dummy with no live experience, well, like, you know, it's like sex. Just, you can fantasize this and that, but it's not the real deal. We need to make this as realistic as possible. But by learning from the onset, pushing here, bring it over, not kicking in. So I'm not kicking here. But just getting that loop around. That's just a step. Just take one big massive step over the head. There. And then you hit it.
Okay, all right. So yeah, okay, a bit more. Okay, I guess for some reason I have my mind just kicking, but it's actually like a nice circular sweep.
It's a helicopter. It's like it's an inside crescent. So we do the normal crescent going outside. This is the inside crescent.
Yeah. Okay. That feels way better.
All right.
Yeah, that feels way better.
Okay. In that case, I want you guys to do about 45 seconds of knee on belly arm bars again, and then we'll throw in the Henzo Gracie drill. But just realizing you're making a big loop over the guy's head. Yeah, much better. And this is people's huge problem with arm bars, is they don't understand that you have to cover the head. They over focus on the arm. Like, I have the arm, but the whole point is to separate me from my arm. So if you're not separating me from my arm, then what? Nada. Because you'll try to do this, and they'll just sit up like they're in a Frankenstein movie or a vampire movie. Just come out of their coffin, boom. And I've had so many like white belts try to do this to me, where I'll let them get on top so I can work my bottom escape, and they'll go for the goofy arm bar without, and they just grab my wrist, throw them their bodies to the side, completely miss my head, and I'll just sit up and be inside their guard, and I'll pass. But without pinning the head to the ground, it makes no sense. All right, time. So, hey, Squirrel, turn your volume back off, just because it follows volume.
Oh, sorry.
Stop talking.
Sorry.
I've tried to bring the volume back over to me. Yes. So, grab a quick drink of water, and then I'll do the next one. Grab mine. So this does serve as a really good intro to arm bars, intro to ground and pound, and intro to position type of class for today. Since we're building the library, we've already got a bunch of stuff on weaving, slipping, shoulder rolling, and everything else. So you can go back through the library and go through that. But today is like what happens after I drop the guy, after I land the foot sweep. So it could be, you know, here's a really simple one. To get that takedown, I'll throw the low kick and then drop into my takedown. So I basically go from my low kick into a bear crawl. So I'll go kick, drop, and I tackle into the person. So we're talking from a kickboxing, Muay Thai into MMA type of situation. Remember, for Muay Thai, this would be completely illegal. But for MMA, this is perfect. So it'd be like, here, take a look. I throw my jab, I throw my low kick, I drop here, and then I'm into my tackle. You see what I mean? So it'd be just jab, low kick, and then tackle, and there is your bear crawl. So let's just drill that for about a minute. And then we'll go to the Hinzo, well, I'm going to call, I guess, the Hinzo Gracie Oleg series. So it's going to be jab, round kick, drop, and there's my tackle. So jab, round kick, drop, and there's my tackle. So I can do left kick or right kick, doesn't even matter. I throw the kick just to close the gap. Because you're just trying to find a sneaky way to get to the person's legs or their torso. Because here, look at me. So here, look. If you throw that jab at me, what am I going to do? I'm going to cover. I'm going to catch. I might shoulder roll. Maybe level change. Probably try to slip or something. What I'm not doing is moving my leg. So look, I might cover the jab this way. I might deal with the jab this way. I might deal with the jab by taking that sway. But that leg is still there. That's why I love this combination so much. But there are some combinations I don't use it that much anymore because they're too easy, and I want to challenge myself and build other skills. But if I was like, hey, you're getting ready to fight MMA and you're good at being on top of people, I'd be like, okay, let's just drill this. You're going to do this for like 45 minutes every single day. We'll throw in some hooks and uppercuts and some sprawls, but this is going to be your main money maker. It's just going to be straight punch, round kick, drop down, grab the leg. It's going to be a simple, easy money maker for someone like my very first MMA fight. I'm worried about getting kneed in the face as I go for the leg. You're going for the leg and you're worried about somebody kneeing you in the face, you know? So I'm going to throw 1 or 1, 2, or maybe even throw like a hook, throw the kick, drop, and there we are. Does that make sense? Good, excellent, excellent. So let's just drill that. So same thing, punch, round kick, duck walk, about 4 steps. Because remember that 4 steps is enough to push them into the cage. So if I'm right here, I'll go sideways. Yeah. So if I'm here, the cage is like 5 feet behind me. I deal with the jab, the kick comes in, and then bam, I'm in the cage. See what I mean? So what would happen is, if I'm on the other person, I back the person up. Maybe they don't even realize the cage is even there. So I throw the punch, the kick, and then boom, I drag them to the ground. Or maybe they know, hey, I'm getting close to the cage. So they're going to go here. They're going to bang it out with me. They're not going to circle, which they should be doing, but they're going to bang it out with me. You throw the low kick, but use that as a way to enter into your lower body tie-up. Thumbs up. Make sense? All right, let's drill that then. So straight punch, round kick, 6-step duck walk. 1, 2, I leave it there. And I'm in. So I'm going jab, right round kick, let it fall. Penetrate. Same with the left leg. Jab, I throw my shoulder roll kick. That steps into my penetration. So now I'm in close, and then I duck walk them down. The butt nice and low. So make sure you're hitting that duck walk. I want you low. Nah. So
question, wide feet?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
you can go wide foot. Wide foot's fine, as long as you have your base. Like I got bad knees, so me going with this base would just ruin my knees more. I prefer being out here. Good. So time. So that would literally be the whole next drill. We'll do that just for a minute. So look at this. I'm gonna go jab. I'm gonna go round kick, drop, hit my duck walk, take him down, bam. 1, so I'm up, 2, 3. He opens the guard. I feel it. I open, I go to stand, and then we hit everything else. Cross step, quarter turn, knee on belly, and into our arm bar. Does that make sense? So now we have a full flow from as soon as you hear the ding, touch gloves, jab, round kick, duck walk, tackle them down. Go, let's do that for a minute. So just put your bag across the room and just go to it. Duck walk a couple of steps. You got him tackled down. Now you're inside his guard. A couple of duck walks. He's down. Boom, you're inside his guard. You're controlling the arms. Everything's on your terms. Hitting the elbow. The guard opens. We go back to our standing. From then we just flow. We pass the guard. Remember, once you stand up, back out so he can't kick you. Hit the cross step into the quarter turn. Good. And making sure we're doing that inverted crescent kick over the guy's head. Kev, you left out the kick. Just one punch, one kick. You punch too many times, he might back up or counter punch. I just want one single. I don't want a big trade or exchange. He could move left, he could move right, he could counter punch me. I'm not trying to box this guy. I'm trying to get this guy down. So maybe I throw the punch, then he throws his punch, but I've already moved my head, and then I'm into my attack. He's like, this guy's a kickboxer. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm actually a Jeet Kune Do man. Someone who wants to win. Yes. Time. So you guys know who Damian Maia is? Thumbs up, thumbs down. So Damian Maia went through like 4 or 5 UFC fights through like 9 or 10 punches. All he wanted to do was just get close enough. He would punch, you would punch back, and then he would just grab you. And then he would just be like a monkey in a tree. He would just never let go of you until he finally wrestled you down onto the ground. All he wanted to do was create what I call a bridging technique. So a bridging technique is something that brings you closer to the person. So if I grab his neck, that's a bridge I can now use to get closer. When I throw my kick, I'll use that to get closer. So it's not boom, boom. That's not bridging. If I'm bridging, I'm kicking, and now I'm in close. And now that I have that closeness, I can go for my takedowns, my foot sweeps, and all my close center boxing. Who was always good at this was Randy Couture. Randy Couture was not the youngest or the strongest or the fastest. He knew how to throw some good shots, set up his takedowns, and just clinch people and shove them into the fence. So if they were better jiu-jitsu guys and arm bars, he's like, I'm just going to shove you into the cage for 3.5 minutes and just knee you in the leg. And I'm not going to take you down, because if I get you on the ground, you're going to try to choke me or arm bar me. If I just shove you into the cage, I'm just going to punch you in the face, elbow you, and knee you in the leg over and over again and make you suffer. Make sense? Okay, good. So now let's hit the Henzo versus Oleg. You're going to do 6 single up kicks, a technical stand-up, a knee on belly, 4 punches into an arm bar. So you're going to start here on your back. So we're imagining the person opened our guard. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just kicked him and he fell backward. From this, we're going into our hip heist, or technical stand-up. Now that we're here, we're going to go to our knee on belly. Bam, 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 bam. 4 punches, and hit the arm bar all over again. So it should look like this. Sorry, like I said, big sweaty ears. So just put it that distance. That's all you need. Whoops, technical difficulties. So 1, and I'm just hitting with one leg, and I'm alternating. So we're going 6 of those. After that, I get to here, get to my feet, run around, bang, 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 grab the arm, step over, arm bar. Go. And this is what you do if you get dropped. So you're trying to box with the guy, and the guy catches you, boom, I'm knocked down. I'm coming immediately up with that kick. And while he's still stunned from that kick, I need to take advantage of the situation. Good, good, good. Drill, 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 drill. So throwing those up kicks, remember your hands can be down for the up kick, nice and wide to give you a bigger base. So hands are here, bam, right in the face. Good, good, good. Excellent. So 6 up kicks, 3 each leg. Kev, use your arms. Use your arms. Go back down, Kev. Go back down. Give me 2 more, 1 each side. Put your hands on the ground. Feel the difference? You'll be able to lift your hips higher. Because he's going to be standing like this. You got to cover that gap. Because back in the old days, someone would knock you down and then run over and try to punch with one of the big punches and then eat the kick in the face. That's why nowadays when guys go inside someone's guard, they're like this, leaning their head away, trying to get control of the ankles. Good. 30 seconds. Give the knee on belly, 4 strikes, control the arm, swim over the head, boom, fall back, finish. Remember, pull them into if you got something to grab onto. I said, Kev made his today. I made him get a couch pillow and a hoodie, a zippered hoodie, and that's it. And time. So guys, look, get closer, you're both blind. So you're in here. Like I said, the old days, they punch you. Someone would lean over and drop to the punch. That's where the kick's going to come in. So I knock the guy down. I go in here. Boom, there's the up kick. Because the person's leaning forward. They're like, oh, I'm going to come down. I'm going to do some big dropping punch. Fedora was known for him. He would knock you down and then just basically just go boom and come down into one big hammer fist. That was like a signature move. Nowadays, you see someone goes down and the other guy has his feet up like that. That's when guys like, get back up. I want to knock you out on your feet. Or if they're jiu-jitsu players, they'll come in like this, sideways, and try to grab the guy's feet. And then they'll go into his guard and start banging him out. It's like George St. Pierre, great jiu-jitsu guy. So George St. Pierre kicks someone in the head. They fall down. He'll try to get past their guard and try to circle around. But if he can't get around, he's like, okay, screw it. I'm going to lead with my leg in. I'm going to grab your feet. I'm going to settle in, get control, and then just beat you up inside your guard. Does that make sense? So when you watch the UFC and look through these historic type fights, it's weird saying historic stuff this in the past. But anyway, these are the things, these are the thought processes that are going on. And they were obviously trained, premeditated. in their training camp. They're like, okay, if you get the guy down and you see him doing this, just back up. Just back up. Versus other guys, they get knocked down. They'll be like, okay, I'm going to grab his feet. And that's when you sometimes see the guys here or see the guys here. They'll be like covering their head or something and trying to get back up to some type of base to re-tackle. Make sense? All right, any questions to close out?
I honestly can't think of any offhand. I guess to kind of maybe close out, say when you do go for that arm bar and like I was saying, you kick the head. Is there
Over the head?
Yeah, you don't get around it and you muff it. Is there like a bailout or?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You're in a scramble. Like in wrestling, it's called scrambling. Like scrambled eggs, you're just constantly moving. This motion leads to that motion, which leads to that motion. Once again, 6. You just keep moving around. So if I feel like I'm not landing it, or his elbow's coming out, and we're here, this arm is coming out, I just swing my body usually. So I'll just swing here and come back. And that's on the grappling bag video. So it's one of my older ones. So if you go to the Dave Fights playlist on YouTube, you know, if you go to relentlessmmagym.com and right at the top of the website, there's the Dave Fights playlist. So if I'm going from here, I got 2 options. So Kev, take a look. So if it's both legs over, I basically just spit on my butt. So it's both legs over, and I can spin the other way. I just need to get some weight over his upper body. I need some way to pin his shoulders back to the ground. Because remember, his objective is going to be getting up. So as soon as I start to feel him trying to get up, that's when I'm going to rotate. And that's just years of drilling. Like this is the stuff I should just set the timer for 5 minutes and just do this. Go here, here, back up, go for the arm bar, go back. But see here, because this leg is out, I usually go that way. So this foot just goes over here. I push off this arm, boom. I mean, I can even go from here back to a full mount. So now I'm in full mount. He's got his arms crossed and protected. I push off. I go to knee on belly, trap / secure the arm, step over, go back. He weasels the arm out. If I fall this way, I'll just come back to here. Once I'm here, I reset back to here. From here, back to knee on belly, and just drill. It's like, sorry, it's my Alexa. But yeah, drill, 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 drill. That's all it is. Like I said, if you look at the world champions or in anything, it's like this is their full-time job. They're doing this 3-4 times a day. So like, look at a professional MMA fighter. It's like, you know, wake up, stretch, do your rehab. Because if you're a professional fighter, you've got some type of injury, like any professional athlete. Bad shoulder, bad knee, bad ankle. You're gonna do rehab for 15 minutes, meditate, do some yoga, whatever, eat something, do some type of cardio, shadow boxing, run kettlebells, whatever you can do, hit the bike for 30 or 40 minutes. Then you're gonna go to the gym, you're gonna do some pad work with your coach, you know, 45 minutes to an hour and a half of hitting the pads. You're gonna eat, take a nap for about 2 hours, chill out for a little bit, get your head right, go back into the gym again at the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock class, grapple or kickbox for maybe another hour or 2. And then after that, depending on how you do it, it could be you did your morning training, you got your nap in, you do your weight training, You go see your conditioning coach and you do 45 minutes of HIIT or 35 minutes of HIIT, high intensity intervals. So you just do a bunch of deadlifts, a bunch of cleans and snatches, some resistance band exercises, some BOSU and stability ball stuff. Get something to eat. Then hit the 9 o'clock or 8:30 jiu-jitsu class at your gym. Do that for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And then after that, you're going to do your follow-up workout where you're going to do 2 minutes of air squats and 50 pull-ups. Then you're going to eat, take your supplements, go home, pass the fuck out, and do that 4 to 6 days a week. All it is just repetition and focus. It's a relentlessness. It's just boom, boom, boom. And that's why they're so good. They've dug in that much time into that niche, and they've taken care of their strength, their cardiovascular, their diet, everything. I'm screwed right now because I tried to do one of my old easy workouts, but it messed up my hip for 4 hours. So my whole thing is I got to constantly go slow, 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 and not train like I was 20 anymore. Make sense?
Yep.
Thumbs? Yeah, that's all it is. Just more reps, more reps, more reps, more reps, and always try to drive the match to your strength. Like I said, Damian Maia, his strength is grappling, so all he does is 1 or 2 punches and a kick, and then he grabs you. And then just drags you to the ground. For someone like we talked about Krokop, he just wants to stand up and kick you in the face. Just like the Diaz brothers, they want to punch you, slap you, and just slug it out, and they just like the war. They just like the physically breaking someone down because they're fucking crazy, and they love doing marathons. Like when they're not training for MMA, they're doing marathons for fun, which I think is crazy. They're doing Ironman contests. They like the long, drawn-out process. I hate it. I want to go old school Mike Tyson, go in, knock someone out in the first round, be done with it, have a beer. I'm not trying to go 5 rounds or 3 rounds. I want it over with. So I'm just like, execute, done. Make sense?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, let's bow it out. I got to start working on my hip stuff and not be stupid this time. Such an easy exercise. Anyway, good work. So I got, we got to do it jiu-jitsu style. Let's do the low bow. Yes, it's a Japanese thing. All right, good work. And we recorded this. So now you got reference material.
Cool. Thanks, Coach.
No problem.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah. Go ahead.